Hybrids save gas, right? But here's what dealerships won't tell you. 7 expensive problems that cost thousands more than gas cars. Hidden battery failures up to $8,000. Brake systems that rust into failure. Cooling troubles with multiple systems. So before you buy, watch closely. Here are 7 expensive problems nobody warns you about. Number 7. Battery pack replacement versus starter and alternator. When you buy a hybrid, you're betting on that high-voltage battery pack under your back seat. And when it finally fails, the bill hits harder than anything a gas car owner faces. A hybrid battery typically lasts 8 to 12 years. In mild climates with good cooling, some reach 15 years. But when it dies, replacement costs $2,000 to $8,000 depending on your model. Compare that to gas cars. Starter or alternator fails every 5 to 10 years. Replacement cost? $400 to $1,000. Much cheaper and easier to replace. Warning signs show up gradually. Weak acceleration gets worse over time. Sudden drop in fuel economy. Battery cooling fan running constantly. Dashboard warnings that won't go away. Toyota Prius owners with 150,000 miles face this. Honda Insight drivers at 120,000 miles. Ford Escape hybrids at 100,000 miles. The car runs fine until one day it doesn't. Hybrids avoid many engine problems gas cars face. Fewer oil changes, less transmission wear. But when the battery fails, it's a bigger single repair than most gas car owners see. Gas cars give predictable, frequent, smaller repairs. Hybrids give fewer repairs but massive bills when failures happen. But battery replacement isn't the only hidden cost. Number 6. Brake corrosion versus normal brake wear. On paper, hybrid brakes last forever. Regenerative braking means mechanical brakes barely get used. But there's a problem. Brakes that don't get used enough rust into failure. Regenerative braking handles most stopping. The electric motor slows the car and charges the battery. Actual brake pads and rotors only engage during hard stops or very low speeds. They rarely heat up. And when brakes don't heat up regularly, rotors don't self-clean. Rust builds fast. Pull wheels off hybrids with 30,000 miles, and you'll find rotors covered in rust. Calipers seized because slide pins corroded. Brake pads stuck to backing plates. What should have been a $300 to $700 brake job on a gas car turns into $800 to $1,500 because calipers need rebuilding and rotors need replacement even though pads still have life. This happens in normal conditions. Even in dry climates, moisture condenses on components that never heat up. Gas cars wear brakes normally. You know what to expect. Hybrids last longer between jobs. But when service comes, rust and seized hardware inflate the bill. And if you think brake problems are manageable, the cooling systems multiply the complexity. Number 5. Multiple cooling systems versus simple gas setup. A gas car has one primary coolant loop. Engine coolant circulates, keeps temps stable, and that's it. Simple, easy to diagnose, straightforward to fix. Open the hood on a hybrid and you'll find 2 or 3 separate cooling loops running at the same time. Engine coolant, inverter coolant, and a dedicated hybrid battery cooling system with fans and ducts. More pumps, more sensors, more potential failure points. When things go wrong, the bills stack up fast. The inverter coolant pump fails. That's a $400 to $900 repair just for the pump. But if you don't catch it early and the inverter overheats, you're looking at inverter replacement, $1,500 to $4,000. The hybrid battery cooling system adds another layer of risk. In most hybrids, use a fan and duct system to pull cabin air through the battery pack. When that fan fails, the battery overheats. Overheating shortens battery life dramatically. A $200 fan failure can lead to premature battery death years down the road, turning a cheap fix into a $3,000 to $5,000 disaster. And here's what catches people off guard. These cooling systems fail independently. You can have a perfectly running engine with a failed inverter pump. Everything seems fine until the hybrid system shuts down to protect itself from overheating. Then you're stranded without warning. Gas cars keep it simple. One cooling system, one water pump, one thermostat. When something fails, diagnosis is straightforward and repairs stay affordable. Hybrids multiply the complexity, which increases potential failure points but also enables better fuel economy and performance. But cooling system repairs are predictable compared to what happens when the hybrid transmission fails. Number 4. Hybrid eCVT versus traditional automatic. Hybrid transmissions, or eCVTs, are supposed to be more reliable than traditional automatics. And for the most part, they are. Until they're not. Here's the difference. Instead of a torque converter and clutch packs, hybrids use an electronically controlled continuously variable transmission with planetary gears and electric motors. No belts, no friction clutches wearing out sounds bulletproof. The problem is heat. The ECVT depends on proper inverter cooling and the right transmission fluid. When the inverter overheats or someone puts the wrong fluid in, the motor windings inside the transmission overheat and fail. Repair cost? $4,000 to $7,000. That's not a rebuild. That's replacing electric motor assemblies and complex electronics. Compare that to a gas automatic transmission. Torque converter issues, valve body wear, slipping clutches, all common problems. But repair costs typically run $2,500 to $4,000. And rebuild options exist. Toyota Camry hybrids need ECVT replacements at 150,000 miles. Honda Accord hybrids at 120,000 miles. The transmission itself isn't the problem. It's the heat management and fluid maintenance that kills them. Hybrid transmissions fail less often than gas transmissions. When they do need repair, the bill runs higher because you're not just rebuilding mechanical parts. You're replacing electric motor assemblies and complex electronics. Less frequent failures. Higher costs when they happen. That pattern repeats across every hybrid system. And if you think transmission problems are expensive, wait until you hear about the oil issues hybrids face. Before you make a decision on your next car, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Our videos reveal the hidden costs of car ownership that dealerships never mention. And hybrid problems are some of the biggest surprises new owners face. Now let's get to the serious stuff. Number 3. Oil dilution in hybrids versus oil burning in gas cars. Gas cars burn oil. It's a known problem. Piston rings wear, oil seeps into the combustion chamber, fouls the oxygen sensors, and clogs the catalytic converter. Annoying and expensive. Around $1,200 to $2,500 to fix properly. Hybrids face a different oil problem, dilution. And most owners don't even know it's happening until the check engine light comes on. Here's why. Hybrid engines run cold because they shut off constantly. Start-stop operation means the engine never fully warms up on short trips. When an engine runs cold, fuel doesn't burn completely. Some of it condenses on cylinder walls and mixes with the oil. That's oil dilution. Diluted oil loses its lubricating properties. It causes VVT actuator problems. It accelerates sludge buildup. And it wears out engine components faster than normal oil breakdown. This happens on Toyota Camry hybrids, Honda Accord hybrids, and Ford Escape hybrids. The problem shows up as rough, idle, poor fuel economy, and VVT codes on the scanner. Many owners don't realize it's happening until the mechanic explains that oil changes need to happen more frequently than the manual recommends. The manual says 10,000 miles. Reality says 5,000 miles if you do a lot of short trips in a hybrid. Both cars have oil challenges, just different ones. Gas cars burn oil and risk damaging emissions equipment. Hybrids dilute oil and can accelerate internal wear if you don't stay ahead of it with frequent oil changes. Neither problem is insurmountable with proper maintenance, but you need to know it exists. Oil problems you can manage with maintenance. The next problem hits without warning and costs more to fix. Number 2. Power electronics in hybrids versus simple sensors in gas cars. Gas cars have sensors that fail. Oxygen sensors go bad. Mass airflow sensors quit. Ignition coils wear out. These failures are common and annoying, but repair costs stay manageable. Typically $120 to $350 per sensor. Any shop can replace them. Hybrids have power electronics. The inverter converts DC battery power to AC for the electric motors. The DC-DC converter steps down high voltage to charge the 12-volt battery. The junction block distributes power throughout the hybrid system. When any of these components fail, the repair bill jumps into 4 figures. Heat causes most of these failures. Inverters generate enormous heat during operation if the cooling system isn't working perfectly. And remember, hybrids have multiple cooling systems that can fail independently. The inverter overheats and dies. Coolant pump failure, blocked coolant passages, even low coolant levels. Any of these can cook the inverter electronics. Age is another factor. The inverter, DC-DC converter, and junction block all contain capacitors and semiconductors that degrade over time. After 10 to 12 years, failure rates spike. And when they fail, repair costs run $1,500 to $4,000, depending on which component dies and whether you're buying OEM or remanufactured parts. Here's the frustrating part. These failures often happen without warning. One day the car runs fine. The next day it won't start, or the hybrid system shuts down completely. No gradual decline, no limp home mode, just failure. Gas cars fail more often with smaller repairs. Hybrids fail less often with massive repairs. It's the same pattern across every system. Fewer problems, bigger bills when they hit. And speaking of massive failures, The number one problem is one most hybrid owners never even think about until the damage is already done. Number 1. Battery cooling system neglect. Here's the problem most hybrid owners never see coming. Most hybrids use a cooling fan and duct system located behind the rear seats. The fan pulls cabin air through a filter, pushes it through the battery pack, and exhausts it under the car. This keeps the battery at optimal temperature and extends its life. The problem is simple. The air intake sits in the cargo area or behind the rear seat. That's where dust, lint, pet hair, and debris accumulate. Over time, the intake gets clogged, the filter gets blocked, airflow drops to nothing, and the battery starts overheating every time you drive. When a hybrid battery overheats repeatedly, it loses capacity fast. A battery that should last 10 to 12 years might fail at 6 or 7 years, simply because the cooling system was clogged. Worst case, full battery replacement. $3,000 to $5,000. All because a $0 maintenance check was never done. Pull battery cooling filters from Toyota Prius models, and you'll find them packed solid with debris, completely clogged. The fan is running full speed constantly, but no air is getting through. The battery is slowly cooking itself, and the owner has no idea until the hybrid system warning light comes on and the dealer quotes thousands for a new battery. Cleaning the battery cooling system costs nothing. Pull the filter, vacuum the ducts, clear the intake. Takes 20 minutes. But skipping it shortens battery life by years and turns a simple maintenance task into a multi-$1,000 repair. Gas cars don't have this problem. The only airflow concern is the engine air filter and cabin filter, both easy to access and cheap to replace. One more hidden maintenance item hybrid owners need to know about but usually don't until it's too late. 7 expensive problems that separate hybrids from gas cars. These aren't reasons to avoid hybrids. They're things you need to know before you buy. Gas cars give frequent but smaller repairs you can budget for. Predictable maintenance. Lower individual costs. Simple systems any mechanic can fix. Hybrids give fewer repairs and better fuel economy. Lower daily costs from gas savings, but higher repair bills when failures happen. Longer intervals between problems. Bigger hits when they arrive. The question isn't which is better, it's which fits your situation. Keep cars under 10 years. Drive mostly city. Appreciate fuel savings. Hybrids make sense. Prefer predictable repairs. Keep cars past 150,000 miles. Do lots of highway. Gas cars might fit better. For hybrid owners, most expensive problems are preventable with proper maintenance. Check battery cooling ducts regularly. Stay on top of brake service. Use correct fluids. Monitor cooling systems. Do that and your hybrid will deliver years of reliable service. Both types can be reliable. You just need to know what you're getting into. Which would you choose? Let us know in the comments. Click here for the next video on car maintenance tips. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.